Hello everyone, here current affairs from Vision of Revision. State Energy Efficiency Index Report 2021-22. The Union Minister of Power and New and Renewable Energy released the report of the State Energy Efficiency Index 2021-22 in New Delhi. It is developed by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency in association with Alliance for an Energy Efficient Economy. State Energy Efficiency Index 2021-22 has an updated framework of 50 indicators aligned with national priorities. Program-specific indicators have been included this year to track outcomes and impacts of state-level energy efficiency initiatives. Key highlights of the report: 5 states Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Rajasthan, and Telangana are in front runner category. 4 states Assam, Haryana, Maharashtra, and Punjab are in the achiever category, 50 to 60 points. Further, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, and Chandigarh are the top performing states in their respective state groups. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh showed the most improvement since the last index. Second report: IDU, Mishmish and Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary Report. National Tiger Conservation Authority (NTCA) announced that the Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary in Arunachal Pradesh would soon be notified as a tiger reserve. This move has caused unrest among the Idumishmi tribe who feel that tiger reserve would hinder their success to the forest. Idumishmi is a sub-tribe of the Mishmi group in Arunachal Pradesh and neighboring Tibet, primarily living in Mishmi hills bordering Tibet. Their ancestral homelands and spread over the districts of Dibang Valley and Lower Dibang Valley as well as parts of Upper Siang and Lohit. The Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary is located in the northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh in India. The sanctuary is named after the Dibang River which flows through it. It is considered a biodiversity hotspot and is part of the Eastern Himalayas endemic bird area. The sanctuary has a diverse range of flora including tropical evergreen forests, subtropical broadleaf forest, alpine meadows, and subalpine coniferous forest. Some of the important tree species found here include oak, rhododendron, rhododendron, bamboo, and fir. The sanctuary is home to several rare and endangered species of animals, including the Mishmi takin, musk deer, goral, clouded leopard, snow leopard, and tiger. It is also home to several bird species such as the satyr tragopan, blipped tragopan, and Taming's tragopan. The sanctuary is home to several indigenous communities such as Idumishmi. The Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary was notified in 1998 to protect its biodiversity. Siren sphagnicola, eek-like aquatic species. Siren sphagnicola is a recently discovered species of elongate, eel-like aquatic salamanders that inhabits seepage areas in the eastern Gulf coastal plain of the United States. Sirens are elongate, eel-like aquatic salamanders belonging to family Sirenidae. This family belongs to the order Chordate salamanders and currently comprises two genera Siren and Pseudobranchus. All living sirens possess external gills with comb-like filaments, lidless eyes, and laterally compressed tails with fin blades. Additionally, they lack pelvic girdles and associated hind limbs, a trait unique within salamanders. Despite the abundance of siren in some aquatic habitats, relatively little research has been conducted on interspecific differences in natural history and phylogeography of this genus. Bharat Gaurav Scheme. Very next report. The Indian Railways announced recently that it will operate a tourism train to Kashmir Valley under the Bharat Gaurav Scheme. Indian Railways Ministry of Railways launched the operation of the theme-based Bharat Gaurav train in 2021. It was announced under the theme-based tourist circuit trains. These trains will be run by both private players and IRCTC. Under the scheme, now trains have a third segment for tourism. Till now, the railways had passenger segments and goods segments. Goods segments. These trains are not regular trains that will run as per a timetable. It will be more on the lines of Ramayana Express being run by IRCTC. The train originates from Coimbatore. Objective is to showcase India's rich cultural heritage and magnificent historical places to the people of India and the world through Bharat Gaurav trains. According to the Bharat Gaurav policy, any operator or service provider or virtually anyone can lease trains from Indian Railways to run on a theme-based circuit as a special tourism package. Earth for All initiative. The very next report. Earth for All initiative predicted the world's human population. Findings. The researchers advanced two scenarios. Too little, too late. Predicts that if economic development continues as it has in the last 5 decades, the world population would peak at 8.6 billion in 2050 and decline to 7 billion by 2100. The giant leap. The researchers conclude that the population will peak at 8.5 billion by 2040 and then rapidly decline to around 6 billion by 2100. This will due to our investments in poverty alleviation, gender equity, education and health, ameliorate, ameliorating inequality and food and energy security. The Earth for All report contradicted the UN World Populations Prospect 2022 report, which predicted that the global population would steadily rise to 10.4 billion in 2080 and then stabilize around that number in 2100. Indian scenario. As of 2022, more than half of world population lives in Asia. China and India are the two most populous countries according to the United Nations Population Fund UNFPA. While India's population growth is stabilizing, it is still growing at 0.7%. Steps taken by India for stabilizing their population. Earth for All initiative. Earth for All is a collective initiative of leading economic thinkers, scientists, and advocates. It is convened by the Club of Rome, the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research, the Stockholm Resilience Center, and the Norwegian Business School. New uranium isotope, the very next report. In pursuit of a magic number, physicists in Japan have recently discovered a new isotope of uranium with atomic numbers 92 and mass number 241. It was identified as uranium 241 and measured the mass of its nucleus. Theoretical calculations suggest that this new isotope would have a life a half-life of 40 minutes. This discovery is the first of its kind since 1979 due to the extreme difficulty of synthesizing a nuclide in this region by general reaction. This finding is significant in refining our understanding of nuclear physics and has implications in designing nuclear power plants and models of exploding stars. Measuring the mass of uranium and its neighborhood elements yields essential nuclear information to understand the synthesis of such heavy elements in explosive astronomical events. The Language Friendship Bridge, the very next report. The Indian Council for Cultural Relations has envisaged a project called the Language Friendship Bridge, which aims to expand cultural footprint in neighborhoods with whom India has historical ties. Here, the project aims to enable India to translate its epics and classics as well as contemporary literature into these languages so that people in both the countries can read them well. The project will create a pool of experts in languages spoken in countries like Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Uzbekistan, and Indonesia to facilitate better people to people exchanges. It will train 5 to 10 people in the official languages of each of these countries. As of now, the ICCR has zeroed in on 10 languages: Kazakh, Uzbek, Bhutanese, Ghoti spoken in Tibet, Burmese, Khmer spoken in Cambodia, Thai, Sinhalese, and Bahasa spoken in both Indonesia and Malaysia. Though a number of universities and institutes offer courses in these languages, only a handful teach any of the 10 languages of the ICCR list. Fifth cycle of India's Tiger Census 2022, the very next report. The Prime Minister of India has released the figures of fifth cycle of India's Tiger Census 2022, revealing 6.7% in the increase in the past 4 years. The tiger census covered forested habitats in 20 states of India. Camera traps were set up at 32,588 locations and generated 47,81,881 photographs. The PM has released the census by inaugurating the International Big Cat Alliance (IBC) in Karnataka's Mysore, organized to mark 50 years of Project Tiger. Highlights of the census: population has grown by 200 from 2018 to 2022. The current tiger population in India is 3,167, up from 2,967 in 2018. The growth rate slowed at 6.7% in the 4 years from 2018 to 2022, from around 33% during 2014 to 2018. There has been a significant increase in the tiger population in the Shivalik Hills and Ganga and Gangetic Plains, while tiger occupancy in Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, and Telangana showed a decline. The Northeast Hills and Brahmaputra Plains had 194 tigers captured by camera traps, and the region's Nilgiri cluster is the largest tiger population in the world, contributing significantly to colonization of tigers in neighboring areas. Tiger occupancy in the Western Ghats declined. The latest analysis showed significant declines were observed in the Way and landscape and in Biligiriranga Hills. The genetically unique and small population of tigers in Simlipal is also highlighted as being of high conservation priority. The report calls for ecologically viable economic development and transboundary tiger conservation strategies to sustain isolated populations. Public interest immunity claims proceeding. The very next report. The Supreme Court of India ruled on the use of sealed cover proceedings in courts and the telecast ban of a Malayalam channel. The court criticized the government for silencing voices in the media and reducing constitutional rights and procedural guarantees of a fair hearing. The court also devised an alternative procedure for public interest immunity claims proceedings to replace the use of sealed covers. The Supreme Court evolved the less restrictive public interest immunity claims proceedings as an alternative to the sealed cover proceedings while dealing with state requests for confidentiality. The PII proceedings would be a closed sitting but a result order allowing or dismissing the PII claims of state should be pronounced in open court. The court will appoint an amicus curiae, which means friend of the court, to act as a bridge between the parties involved in public interest immunity claims. The court appointed amicus will be given access to the material sought to the withheld by the state and allowed to interact with the applicant and their lawyer before the proceedings to ascertain their case. The amicus curiae will not interact with the applicant of their counsel after the public interest immunity proceeding has begun and the counsel has viewed the document sought to be withheld. The amicus shall to be the best of their ability represent the interest of the applicant and would be bound by oath to not disclose or discuss the material with any other person. International Prize in Statistics 2023, the very next report. Indian American mathematician Kalyampudi Radhakrishna Rao awarded International Prize in Statistics 2023. The International Prize in Statistics is awarded every 2 years by a collaboration among five leading international statistics organizations. The prize recognizes a major achievement by an individual or team in the statistics field. The prize is modeled after the Nobel Prizes, Abel Prize, Fields Medal, and Turing Award and are called as Maths Nobel. C.R. Rao, a prominent Indian American mathematician and statistician, was born to a Telugu family in Hadagali, Karnataka. He is currently a professor emeritus at Pennsylvania State University and professor at the University at Buffalo. Rao has received many honors like Padma Bhushan 1968 and Padma Vibhushan 2001. In his remarkable 1945 paper published in the Bulletin of the Calcutta Mathematical Society, he demonstrated three fundamental results that paved the way for the modern field of statistics and provided statistical tool heavily used in science today. The first, known as the Kramer-Rao lower bound, second known as the Rao-Blackwell, and the third result provided insights that pioneered a new interdisciplinary field that has flourished as information geometry. National Party status to Aam Aadmi Party. The very next report. The Election Commission grants National Party status to Aam Aadmi Party. The Election Commission has recognized the Aam Aadmi Party as a national party and withdrew the national party status of All India Trinamool Congress, Nationalist Congress Party, and the Communist Party of India. The Election Commission has removed state party status granted to Rashtriya Lok Dal in Uttar Pradesh, Bharat Rashtra Samitis in Andhra Pradesh, People's Democratic Alliance in Manipur, Patali Makkal Katchi in Puducherry, Revolutionary Socialist Party in West Bengal, and Mizoram People's Conference in Mizoram. Now the country has six national parties: Bahujan Samaj Party, Bharatiya Janata Party, National People's Party, Communist Party of India Marxist, Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. National party status. According to the Election Commission, any of these three conditions need to be met if a party is to be called a national party. A party's candidate in a minimum of 4 states must get at least 6% of total votes polled in each of these states in the last national election. In addition to this, it should have won 4 seats in the Lok Sabha. A party should win a minimum of 2% of the total seats in the Lok Sabha. The party's candidate should have been elected from not less than 3 states. A party is recognized as a state party in at least 4 states. Vibrant Village Program launched on China border in Arunachal Pradesh. The very next report. Union Home Minister launches Vibrant Villages program on China border in Arunachal Pradesh. Vibrant Village program is a centrally sponsored scheme implemented over financial years 2022 to 2023 to 2025 and 26. The program will provide funds for development of essential infrastructure and creation of livelihood opportunities in 19 districts and 46 border blocks of 4 states and 1 union territory along the northern land border of the country. Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, and UT of Ladakh. The program The program will provide funds for development of essential infrastructure and creation of livelihood opportunities in 19 districts and 46 border blocks of 4 states and 1 United States along the northern land border of country Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, and Union Territory of Ladakh. The program will help in improving the quality of life of people living in identified border villages and encourage people to stay in their native locations, thereby reversing the outmigration from these villages and adding to security of the border. Road connectivity, drinking water, electricity, including solar and wind energy, mobile and internet connectivity, and healthcare infrastructure and wellness centers, etc., is the focus area. Vibrant village action plans will be created by the district administration with the help of Gram Panchayats, and 100% saturation of central and state schemes will be ensured. This is all about today's current affair. Thank you, friends. At last, I have one more information to share. फ्रेंड्स, विजन ऑफ रिवीजन एक ऐसा एजुकेशनल चैनल है जिसमें आपको डेली बेसिस पे 5 एक्स्ट्रा करंट अफेयर्स मीन्स 5 एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस फॉर्म में करंट अफेयर्स मैं प्रोवाइड करूँगी. सेकेंड थिंग, विजन ऑफ रिवीजन एक केवल एजुकेशनल चैनल नहीं है. इंस्टेड ये एजुकेशनल चैनल के साथ एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पर आपको मोटिवेशनल वीडियोस भी देखने को मिलेंगे. वो मोटिवेशनल वीडियोस आपको आपकी not only in the preparation of your exams, during the preparation of your exams, basically at the time of your uh, preparation regarding your lives, it will help you a lot and even motivate you a lot towards your life and further actually for due to determine your further vision of your lives. Hopefully within 2 and 3 days आपके सामने मोटिवेशनल वीडियोस अपलोड होंगी ऑन द विजन ऑफ रिवीजन, जहाँ पर एक्चुअली आपको अपने विजन को डिसाइड करने के लिए किस तरह से रिवीजन करना चाहिए ये बताया जाएगा. थैंक यू. बी ब्लेस्ड विद soulful blessings. This is all of the day today. Thank you. Have a cheerful day.